Do you ever feel like you're capable of more, but you just aren't sure how to get there? Maybe you've wondered how to build confidence, grit, endurance, or self esteem, the qualities that not only make someone great, but also unlock success in nearly every area of life. What if the key wasn't waiting for the perfect time, but instead choosing to take on a challenge that pushes you past your comfort zone? Welcome to The Practical Edge. We're here to strip down the old and rebuild a better you, helping you redesign your life with clarity, courage, and practical strategies. If you're ready to stop settling and start evolving, you're in the right place. I'll be your host, Dylan England. Now, let's get on to the show. That's where today's topic comes in. Misogi, the ancient Japanese practice that takes on a transformative test designed to stretch you beyond what you believe is possible. Why a stress can actually be good for you. Now, I know that you might be thinking stress is bad. And yes, chronic stress can wreck your body and mind. But there's another type of stress, eustress. Eustress is a controlled short term stress that you can feel when you choose a challenge. And here's what neuroscience shows your brain literally rewires itself under eustress. It can increase neuroplasticity, helping you adapt, learn, and grow stronger. Confidence grows from evidence. Every time you endure discomfort and succeed, you encode memory of capability. You shift from I can't to I can. One affirmation I love, inspired by Eric Thomas, is I can, I will, I must. And resilience, it's forged, not gifted. Psychologists tell us that it's built by facing challenges, recovering, and repeating. Without stress, there is no adaptation. Without discomfort, there is no growth. My own Misogis. Over the years, before I knew the name and concept, I've taken on my own Misogis. I like to make it a habit to accomplish large challenges each year. Often, they tend to be things that I once said I would never do or be able to do. And that's why I believe it's changed my life to overcome so many other goals and obstacles in my life. Running marathons, ultramarathons, doing a triathlon, cycling over 100 miles or 200 miles in a day, strength training, competing in a men's physique competition, starting multiple businesses, this podcast, real estate, coaching, teaching, and much more. Even something as simple but consistent as reading for personal development for years when my older self had zero interest in reading and I actually struggled with reading and comprehension through high school and some of college, each of those challenges left me with more than a medal or a milestone. They changed how I saw myself. And here's the exciting part. You can create your own modern Misogi. Some physical Misogis might be running a marathon or ultramarathon without knowing if you could finish. I remember when my brother first asked me if I would run our first marathon together. I wasn't confident, but I said I'd be willing to give it a shot. We'll see what happens. Fortunately, we succeeded and accomplished. That then led to what else can I do? What more am I capable of? Eventually, he did the same thing for a 100-mile ultramarathon. He asked, will you come out and do the San Diego 100 with me? That sounded ambitious, intimidating, and of course, crazy. But again, let's see what's possible. I'm willing to give it a shot. I even said, I don't think I can finish that, but I'm willing to show up and try. Unbeknownst, I did cross that finish line just under 28 hours. I will give him credit. He finished well before me, but nonetheless, both of us finished that event going in with uncertainty. What you can do, not necessarily having to sign up for an ultra marathon, is consider doing something like an all-day hike, hitting 20 to 50,000 steps in one day, attempting to hike a mountain or endure an event like a Spartan race. How about going on a century ride? Go for a very long bike ride that you can make a journey out of, make an experience out of, knowing that it's going to be challenging, but you'll find out how resilient you truly are. Some mental Misogis can be spending 24 or 48 hours in silence with no phone, no distractions, just jotting down thoughts, just focusing on you, how you feel, and what ideas might cross your mind when you give yourself the space to think. How about reading a 1,000-page book or reading a series of books? Or challenging yourself to go a week with no complaints, shifting your mindset and truly focusing on gratitude, optimism, and positive aspects through your life. They're there. We just need to take a moment to see them and be intentional with that. It may seem discomforting, it may seem odd, but I promise it's worth it on the other side. Lifestyle Misogis might be doing a 30-day digital detox. You can wake up at 5 a.m. every day for 30 days straight. See what you can accomplish earlier in the morning. You may not know exactly what you're going to do to start, but get started. And eventually you can start to plan the night before to ensure that you start to set on a path that sounds more ideal for you. How about cutting out some sugars or alcohol or processed foods? Changing up what we consume, ultimately leading to a different, more aesthetic version of ourselves, a healthier version of ourselves. Now remember, a Misogi should feel almost like a 50-50 shot. You're not sure if you can pull it off, and that's the point. There's the spillover effect. Even when you have your Misogi, that has nothing to do with your job, your relationships, or your daily routine, the confidence you build spills over. You start carrying yourself a little different, you respond to challenges differently, and you become the kind of person who says, if I can do that, what else is possible? And here's why you can't wait. Here's why you shouldn't wait. The truth is, perfect time will never come. Your brain will come up with every excuse. I'm too busy, too tired, too stressed. But growth never happens on autopilot. It happens when you choose to do it on purpose. Your Misogi doesn't have to be as extreme as an ultramarathon, but it just has to be something that feels just out of reach, a stretch goal perhaps. So here's what I suggest. If your Misogi is the idea of running your first marathon, I want to help. I've created a 16-week marathon training program designed to get you across that finish line. Go to englandcoaching.com. You'll find the 16-week marathon program and use that discount code MyMisogi, MyMisogi, no spaces, to get it completely free. And that's my gift for you being here on this podcast. So, some questions to reflect on as we move forward. Who is your future self in 3 to 5 years? This is going to take time to think, envision. What do you want your life to look like in 3 to 5 years? What does the health look like? What is your career? What is the relationships? And most importantly, what are they doing today that your current self isn't doing? What is that person, meaning they as your future self, doing that you're not doing today? Additional challenges: writing down 1 to 3 goals, physically, financially, and socially. Do you know your net worth? Can you get to and from the floor without struggling? Can you enjoy interacting without feeling socially limited due to lack of confidence? Put your written goals somewhere where you can see them each and every day so that you can be held accountable with yourself. Then pick one Misogi, just one, and commit to it. You don't have to wait for the perfect moment. Your Misogi begins the moment you step into discomfort on purpose. See challenges not as obstacles, but as invitations to grow into the person you know you're capable of being. So I'll leave you with this question. What will your Misogi be? If today's episode inspired you, Don't forget to grab my free marathon training program at englandcoaching.com, discount my Misogi. And if you found value here, share this episode with a friend who's ready to take on their own challenge. And remember, your next level doesn't come from wishing. It comes from daily consistent action. Lean into discomfort and stay relentless. Average is optional, growth is a choice, and the practical edge is where you sharpen that choice. Until next time, stay focused, stay driven, and keep leveling up.